Is America cracking down on the cartels? Is Canada about to become the 51st state? Why do liberals love to call Republicans Nazis while they allow Jewish students to be harassed on college campuses around the US? On today's episode of America Unfiltered with James Pascalides, we're going to break down record-breaking fentanyl busts tied to the Sinaloa Cartel, the Carney-Trump meeting at the White House, the growing anti-Semitism crisis at the elite liberal universities, and India's missile strike on Pakistan that could ignite a much larger conflict. All that and much more coming up on today's episode of America Unfiltered with James Pascalides, starting now.
The moment is here. This is our moment.
America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered with James Pascalides. This is episode 50. We're going to dive right into our topics. Pam Bondi announced something huge for the United States. She said there has been a record fentanyl bust. We have seized over 3 million fentanyl pills. This is massive win for the United States, for the Trump administration, a huge loss for the Sinaloa Cartel. This was a targeted raid in Oregon, so I'm very glad that the United States government was able to confiscate these pills, but be able to lock away the individuals who are trying to distribute these pills. That is an amount that could pretty much kill every single individual in the United States. It's extremely scary stuff. What fentanyl is able to do, it is the leading killer for people my age right now. The fentanyl crisis is outrageous. It's something that needs to be eliminated. That's why Donald Trump is holding China and Canada and Mexico responsible for continuously trying to pour fentanyl over our borders. Joe Biden allowed this. Donald Trump is not. This is one of the many reasons I am grateful to have Donald Trump as the commander-in-chief leading things. Joe Biden didn't do anything to stop the pouring of fentanyl into our country. Millions of people died because of it. It is the leading cause of death for people my age right now. It is extremely scary stuff, extremely scary statistics to go along with it. I'm going to play this clip of Pam Bondi talking about the raid.
This multi-agency operation led by DEA with our local, state, tribal, and federal partners targeted one of the largest and most dangerous drug trafficking and foreign terrorist organizations in our country. The DEA seized 11.5 kilos of fentanyl, including an astounding approximately 3 million fentanyl pills, the largest seizure in our nation's history. These are the pills in the bags right there. The main bottom right, the head of this organization, Sinaloa organization, here in the country illegally, 6 of these guys and women here in the country illegally. His name is Alberto Salazar Amaya. He is the leader, and he was living in Salem, Oregon. With him, they got millions of dollars, cash, cars, but the drugs were in Albuquerque, Phoenix, and Utah. That's how insulated these drug dealer cartel leaders make themselves.
Pam Bondi's an excellent pick. I love the way that she goes after the cartels. I love the way that she's attacking the JFK files, RFK and MLK files, leading to a more transparent government, one that the American people can be proud of. All we can hope with the Epstein files is that the FBI hasn't destroyed enough evidence, and Pam Bondi is still able to uncover the full truth of what happened, the full client list, and everything that goes along with it. We're going to get on to one of our next topics. Prime Minister Mike Carney met with President Donald Trump at the White House. Carney firmly stated that Canada is not for sale, responding to Trump's suggestion that Canada could become the 51st state. Trump then responded with never say never. So it was a little bit of friendly banter. I think it was probably slightly more than that as well. I bet there is some negotiating tactics that Trump is using along with that. I fully trust Trump's negotiating ability. I don't think right now he's currently trying to negotiate the sale of Canada, but I do think he is trying to position the United States to be able to absorb Canada within the next 4 years. I think Canada becoming part of the United States would not only make everything easier on trade, easier for travel, easier economically, better economically for Canadian citizens, considering their economy is one of the worst right now. Housing costs more than ever. It's impossible to afford anything in Canada unless you're making upwards of $100,000 a year. It's actually pretty sad stuff what's going on over there, and I think they could benefit a lot from some American patriotism. I want to get on to one of our next topics here. India launched a missile striking Pakistan. India conducted Operation Sindoor, launching missile strikes on 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistani-administered Kashmir, targeting what is described as terrorist infrastructure. This action was in response to a recent militant attack in Indian-administered Kashmir that killed 26 civilians. So this is an ongoing scenario. This just happened today. As more information comes out, I will keep you guys updated. This could be a very fluid scenario. A lot of different things could happen. I'm going to do a lot of my own research before I further report on that subject. I do want to talk about our last topic. This one is less of a current event. It does align with some things that are currently happening, but it's more just an observation I've had recently. Liberals love to call Republicans Nazis. I don't understand this. When did it become a thing that being a Republican is being a Nazi? And I also don't understand the irony that liberals are the ones harassing Jewish students on college campuses, specifically Ivy League schools, but at the same time they call Republicans Nazis. This is one thing that no liberal can ever explain to me because the irony of it is way too significant. I think the idea that liberals would diminish what happened in the Holocaust by calling modern day Republicans Nazis is absolutely atrocious. I'm James Pascalides. This has been America Unfiltered, episode 50. I'm signing off today. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.